Okay, intro to stats. Here is page 3 of our review. So 4 starts with the salary of teachers in Colorado, normally distributed with a mean of 58,536 and a standard deviation of 4,328. So we're going to start by drawing our normal distribution. This really is kind of foundational to everything we're doing here in stats. It's important that you understand what is going on here. So our mean is 58,536. We are adding standard deviations. To get 62,864. If we add again, we get 67,192. And if we add again, 71,520. Going the other direction, we subtract. 54,208. Subtract again, we get 49,880. And we subtract again, we get 45,552. Remember, each of those has a percentage that corresponds with that part of the population. So I'm going to go ahead and just label those. And remember that this is symmetric, so it looks the same on both sides. "95% of the teachers make between which two amounts?" 95% of the population is always going to fall within 2 standard deviations of the mean. So if I go 2 above, let's start with 2 below. Here's my 1, 2 below. So 49,880. Couple of questions that I got about the homework was on units. So here our units is dollars. 2 standard deviations above takes us to 67,192. The top 0.15% of teachers make more than what amount? Here is our top. Pick a different color. Here is our top 0.15% of teachers. They make more than $71,520. What percentage of the teachers make between 49,880? That's right here. And 62,864. So we're going to add that 13.5 to 34 and 34, and we get 81.5%. In 2020, Colorado's typical teacher starting salary was $35,292. Is this above or below the mean salary? This is definitely below. How many standard deviations above or below? Well, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and subtract. Let's see, our mean is 58,536. Our starting salary is 35,292. When we subtract that, we get 23,244. So this is $23,244 below the mean. I want to see how many standard deviations that is. So I'm going to divide that by the 4,328. I get 5.37 standard deviations. We're going to make this negative because it is below the mean. 5, a pharmaceutical company wants to determine if their new drug reduces migraines. Should the company perform an observational study or an experimental study? Explain the answers and identify one way the study should be controlled for lurking variables. So we definitely want to do this as an experimental study. If we are doing this as an observational, we're basically just asking people who've taken this. People that are already taking this already believe that it works. So we want to, and then we don't have anybody to compare to. So we want to do this as an experimental study. We want to be able to compare. With those using other medications or none. We want ways that we can control for lurking variables. We can group or separate groups. So we want to split into 2 groups. Want to make sure they have like symptoms. Not even readable. Or triggers. Okay. We also want to make sure they're not using other medications. So that's definitely something we want to control for.